Welcome to the dirt. I'm Gray, that's Nicole, and I am at Olive Garden right now. Hi, Nicole, how are you?
Hi, Gray. You sound like you're doing ASMR. You're like, welcome
Well,
to the dirt.
I don't want to yell,
I
you
hope
know?
you guys. I mean, like, you don't need to yell in an Olive Garden, but like, show some respect, obviously.
Of
But
course.
like a normal, you're like, hey guys, today we're gonna be.
Tom and I have pitched doing an ASMR broadcast, and then
Oh, that's
just
criminal.
just to each other, and then I provide an example, and he said, "You know what? No, that's actually gonna get us in trouble."
Because like, were they like? Is this your first taste?
This is my first. I've been waiting to eat the
Wait,
breadstick.
I gotta catch this on video.
We're literally live streaming. You can
I
just
know,
clip
but
it.
I need it on my phone. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go. What do we think?
It's good.
It is good, isn't it? It's life-changing. It's
Thank you.
fantastic. They're lightly buttered, like nice.
Cheers.
Hey, my empty water cup. Cheers.
Cheers to you.
Huzzah.
All right. Real quick before we get into it, what should all the people watching do, Nicole?
They should lie
Yeah,
like
that.
a child being prompted. Welcome, everybody. Gray is at Olive Garden. I am at my house, but you guys are tuning in, watching. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Really make sure you comment as we're live. And there's so many opportunities, so many ways to go with this week's dirt. I cannot wait to get started. Oh, we got a super chat nice and early. Thank you, Brandon. Another super chat for Gray to go boomer. Let's go. 20. That's all we need.
I feel so uncomfortable eating on camera.
No, this is like, this is just like a food review.
I agree, which means it's very important for the chat to tell me what to order.
Yes.
So, all y'all Olive Garden fiends, tell me what to order. Never been here. I'm looking at the menu and I see a lot of things. So
What
be
kind of
specific.
pie?
Well, I've already got the spinach artichoke dip coming at the recommendation of my server. And yeah, we'll see. I mean, I haven't even looked at the menu because the second I sat down, I hooked up a microphone and pulled out headphones like a normal person.
Time to get set up. Wow. Now, I won't lie. Like last week, we were kind of talking about it. But now I'm like, man, I could go for some Olive Garden right now. Like, that would kind of smack. Like, you took a bite out of that breadstick, and I was like, kind of sounded crunchy. Kind of sounded good. Like, that might hit the spot.
Sin, you get it. No one else is doing this. No one else is going live from local establishments.
No one else. This is groundbreaking. This is news. This is what we do. I do agree with Mark. Oh, it's not letting me.
What?
The tour of Italy is never a bad option to do.
Where is that? I don't see it on here.
It should be.
Oh, I found it. Yeah.
I was like, it should be like really big somewhere. Read it out loud to us.
Yes. Thank you.
We're all just watching Gray order right now.
What? This is so ridiculous. Everyone is saying either create your imposter or tour of Italy.
Okay, so everyone on the chat. Everyone in the chat chime in on what Gray should eat.
Tour of Italy is actually fire.
Okay.
It's actually fire. She's right.
Wait, hold on. I'm gonna turn the mic. Just kidding.
Like chicken?
I do like chicken.
Like a grilled chicken kind of guy?
Uh-huh.
Okay. We just came back with this stuffed chicken marsala.
Okay.
Actually top tier. I don't know if it's on there. It's gonna be over there.
I do like a good stuffed
one down there. Yeah.
Okay.
You guys, while Gray is ordering, I would love to hear your takes for.
I would say for you to put against
for
your recommendations in the
who
chat.
Gray
Okay.
should wear softball
The
wise.
stuffed chicken.
So you can just
Shirt.
look.
Obviously, he
and
took
I'll
a little
come
bit of a
back.
break
Just let me know what you
for
decide.
this
Okay.
game, but
Okay, thank you.
All right.
who should he wear next week?
I'm sorry.
Did you
What's
get
the
nervous
question? No.
ordering? Oh, that's a great question.
All right, here we go. Ravioli carbonara.
Look at Xavier's comment.
Over under on how long Gray goes before saying win for enough cheese. 5 seconds. Wow. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. Nectarina, random Olive Garden customer interview. Let's go. So here's
Oh
the
my gosh.
problem. There's
Are you
like
on your
nobody.
laptop?
There's like nobody here except a family at the booth next to me, and I don't
Okay.
know.
Why
if-
not? You don't like families?
No, I just don't want to bother them. They're
You're
having a
against
family dinner
families?
at Olive Garden. What are you doing? Stop that.
I'm getting you to go interview this family.
Okay, Brandon said the stuffed chicken marsala. That is what my waitress recommended.
Yeah, very good.
Gray, does Olive Garden qualify for Tom's Hunger and the Other Box podcast? No, it does not, because we are in Tuscaloosa. So I'll probably talk about it, but it wouldn't qualify for the podium because it's not a road trip. So there you go.
Boo.
Anyone, while we wait, anyone have any softball related questions that they want to ask? Because I did call a game tonight, and I want to thank, where was it? I want to thank Brandon. You know, we had a good show. I felt like a lot of my analysis is pretty on par. And you know, Alabama didn't win, but it was a good softball game.
Hey, that to me, like, okay, this may be whatever team you're cheering for, like, as long as it's a good game. Like, obviously, you want like your team to win, but man, whenever people get upset over like a good back and forth game, I don't get it, because those are so much fun to watch. Like, those are the ones that I'm like, oh my gosh, like I'm so in this game. It's so interesting. I can't tear my eyes away. As a player, I loved playing in those games. As a fan, I love to watch them. I don't get the whole like whatever, you know?
Yeah, I mean, it's not worth the freak out. I thought both teams played well tonight, and Florida State got one more hit.
Yeah. I mean, that's what it comes down to, right?
Yeah,
Literally.
like looking at the stat sheet, game is pretty even.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty even. But yeah, so, and then I packed up. Tom was packing the equipment, and I said goodbye. I'm going to go do a pod at Olive Garden.
He said, hey, I got a job to do. So, yeah.
All right, Andrew has a great question. Who's faster, Audrey Vandergriff or the Olive Garden waitstaff? This one's close. Audrey did have 3 stolen bases tonight, including one on a pitch out, which was pretty sick.
Stealing on a pitch out is like, that's just bragging at that point.
At
that point, you're just bragging.
It was pretty cool. I was like, oh, just run forever, Audrey Vandergriff.
Hey, she's gonna steal. We're just letting everyone know, and she's gonna be safe. Like, you can try, but like, she's not gonna get thrown out, obviously.
All right, so what's the final verdict on what I should order?
What does your heart tell you? I think either Tour of Italy or the stuffed chicken marsala would be the way to go.
The thing that complicates the stuffed chicken marsala for me is it's got mushrooms, and I'm not a big mushroom guy.
Well, how big are the mushrooms?
It's a creamy marsala mushroom sauce.
Yeah, that's tough.
Yeah.
You know what?
Ooh.
Go Tour of Italy, because then you can get everything.
Okay.
Have you come to a conclusion? You still have a couple more minutes.
I think, Nicole, what are we doing?
We're
I need to order now.
Tour of Italy.
All right, Tour of Italy. We're
Okay.
in Tour of Italy. Yes. And this one is, what is this? This is the lasagna fritta.
Oh, great. I haven't eaten dinner yet either, so this is like kind of brutal.
Yes, please.
Which one?
Oh,
It's okay.
salad.
Happens way more often than you would think. I'll go grab your
Thank you very much. What's your name again?
TK.
TK. My waitress TK
Shout
is
out
absolutely
TK.
crushing it right now. Thank you. At Olive Garden, TK the goat.
I love that.
All right, so what do we want to start with? Do we want to talk about what do we want to talk about? Softball in general? Do we want to talk about you running a marathon? Do you want to talk about me appearing in a million hype videos over the weekend, including one that was not positive? What do we want to start?
Um, let's start some softball talk. We'll ease into it because chat has been blowing up with some softball stuff, and then we'll cruise into everything else.
Okay. Who's the number one team in the country for you, Nicole? As we ease
Well,
in,
I didn't vote this past week, so
my chewing has to be loud. I'm so
I actually
sorry.
can't hear it at all.
Really,
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Xavier's got a great point. You've got a white shirt on, so you definitely have to go with something with red sauce.
That's the only way to go, right? Like,
Yeah,
if you didn't spill at Olive Garden, then did you even go?
I spill everywhere, so we'll see how this ends up. This is good. I like it.
Again, great. Why are you saying it like you're surprised?
I didn't say it like I was surprised.
This is good.
This is good.
Wow. This is good. I'm not gonna lie. I'm getting so hungry watching you. I'm like, I need food. I want to run to. You know what I want? I want a Stouffer's frozen lasagna. That's what I want. Wonder what that was.
That was me not drinking wine on camera, ish. I
Who
just had one
commented
glass.
that? You or not Nicole burner account?
Mark has a take on who should be number one. Not surprised, considering his profile picture may be the only undefeated team. I would like it to be known that I voted for Oklahoma this week as well. It was, again, very tight. And when the vote was done, and by the way, all of you should know this. Coaches poll and the ESPN poll, they come out on Tuesday, but the voting is done Monday. So you'll notice if you look at the vote totals, Texas and OU, even though OU was number one in both those polls, they were closer. So I'm sure everybody was like, well, Texas lost Monday night. They're going to get further away. It might be unanimous. No. Technically, that result will be taken into account next week. Oh my gosh.
What?
The salad is here.
Oh, you got the bowl.
I got, sorry?
Cheese?
Yes, please. Cheese.
Oh, here's the cheese. 1, 2, 3, 4,
That's perfect.
5, 6.
No, I'm okay. Thank you. Oh my gosh. Y'all, this is so much salad.
It's so much salad. It's so great. It's so great. Typically, one does not go to Olive Garden alone, so it's like a family style salad.
That's true. I'll just get it to go, and Tom and I will eat it on the road to
Hey,
College Station.
show us your salad bowl.
Okay. It's more like a salad cauldron.
It's honestly fantastic salad. Like, I would go there just for the breadsticks and salad alone.
Really?
Mm-hmm. I think Xavier said I need a DoorDash some Olive Garden, and you know what? I agree. That might need to happen.
Andrew's right. Olive Garden waitstaff testing Vandegrift.
Like speedy, huh?
Yeah, we'll see. I'm not going to eat all this tonight. I am going to take some stuff home.
Hey, you're doing the tour of Italy. You're just tasting around. A little taste here, a little taste there. You're just going. I love how you're just like trying to hide it too. You're like, oh, I'm not eating. Like, oh no, what's going on behind my hand?
Yes, perfect. Thank you. I think it's amazing.
I cannot believe this actually happened though.
I can't believe. I mean, I can, because I will do anything for the dirt. And we've got as many listeners as we have had all year, and viewers, and we thank you. Subscribe to the Softball America Podcast Network.
Like, comment, subscribe.
If you're new here, I've never been to Olive Garden. Super Chats made me do it, and now I'm enjoying my time.
He is. Okay, so what would we rate the salad?
Out of what?
1 to 10.
Okay, like a 8.
Okay, solid.
I like the dressing.
Breadsticks. Yeah, very good.
I'm trying to
Breadsticks.
see. 6.5. I mean,
Blasphemy.
they're breadsticks.
No, no, no. They're not just breadsticks. Andrew Petty said, "Are we watching The Dirt or Keith Lee?" And that to me is just like perfect. Perfect.
Ugh. Hi guys.
Ray.
Oh, this is interesting. Xavier, would you have voted Texas number 1 if they had beaten Florida with a healthy Rothrock? It would have been very tough. Because, but like still going on the road in the SEC is, and I know what y'all are going to say. Well, hold on, they swept Arkansas. Yes, I know, but Florida is. I just the way Tegan Caban pitched, I was very very impressed. Mac Morgan looked really good early in the series. Did not look as good Monday. Would I have? Probably not. Just because still very much subscribe to the belief that winning is hard. And if you win all your games, even against a schedule that is not up to par with any other SEC team, Oklahoma's SOS is significantly lower, even with conference play factored in. You still have to win. Losses find you if you're not worthy. And so far, no losses have found Oklahoma.
I am not worthy. I am not worthy.
I would probably still have OU number 1, but it would be very, very, very close. Very close. If they'd swept and we were voting Monday night, Texas would have been probably number 1 for me.
Mm-hmm. I like that.
This is a good one. Brandon, I don't know which I'm enjoying more, Mindy watching Gray eat or Gray eating.
Brandon's making me sound so creepy. Gray is just be like, no, you're not. You're not creepy at all.
Andrew asks, how much does the Texas Tech South Carolina series this weekend weigh in the grand scheme of Big 12 perspective nationally? What do you think, Nicole?
I think Big 12, no matter what, you have Arizona, you have UCF. We've seen I think UCF is so severely underrated. I think they're a really good team. You have Texas Tech, you have Oklahoma State. So I know that Big 12 lost Texas and OU, but that doesn't mean that they're not a good conference. They're still a very good conference. And so for me, if Texas Tech, if Kennedy's on and she's going, like, to me, that's a huge, huge win against South Carolina. But also at the same time, like, with the trend of how South Carolina's been playing, I'm expecting Texas Tech to win. I would be surprised if South Carolina pulled it off. Just knowing Kennedy and her dominance in the circle. So in the grand scheme of things, my perspective of Big 12 wouldn't change. Not necessarily, and I don't think it should. But I do think the expectation of, Texas Tech is going to win is there. At least for me. I don't know. What about you?
I did pick Texas Tech to win that series 2-1 on Out of the Box. Here we go. Drop it in.
Shout out.
I think this weekend I'm excited to learn more about South Carolina because I kind of think I know what Texas Tech is.
Mm-hmm.
And so
What do you think Texas Tech is?
I think Texas Tech is a team that, yeah that's right, that has a great pitcher and some things behind that are concerning in the circle. And I kind of think Niger's going to win twice, and South Carolina's going to win the game where others throw.
Mm-hmm.
If South Carolina pitching was a little bit sharper, I would maybe consider picking South Carolina. But even though I'm not amazed by the Texas Tech offense, they have been playing better, starting with A&M. So I think they're going to be able to get hits off the Carolina pitching staff and win that series 2-1.
Yeah, that was one thing when I called that series of South Carolina and Oklahoma that I noticed was the pitching was, man, it was their downfall. It really was. They're a little bit sharper, free bases, pitches over the plate. Obviously, with a team like Oklahoma, they're going to make you pay. But I think if they were a little bit sharper, those games would have been a lot closer, a lot tougher. So I totally agree. I think the pitching is my red flag question mark around South Carolina.
And as for the question, like, what does it do in the grand scheme for the Big 12 nationally? I kind of also think I know what the Big 12 is.
What is the Big 12?
The Big 12 is three teams up at the top. I think Arizona a little bit ahead of Oklahoma State and Texas Tech. And then I think you got a bunch of teams at the bottom who are capable of beating anybody and capable of losing to anybody. Arizona State, UCF, BYU, those teams. And then below that, I'm sure I forgot somebody and I apologize. Below that is kind of everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
So Texas Tech beating South Carolina would not kind of change where I have the Big 12 nationally because I expect one of the top three teams to beat a team that I think is middle of the pack in the SEC.
Yeah. Yeah, I like it.
Are my thoughts more cohesive when I'm at Olive Garden? Because you're agreeing with me a lot tonight.
I am agreeing with you a lot. Maybe it's because I'm distracted because I'm just watching you eat. Who knows?
Mm.
Oh, I like this one. This
Mhm.
question by Brandon.
I'll put it up. Who is the best pitcher right now? Kennedy, Ball, or Tegan Kavan? Tegan.
Number wise, it's Kennedy. But I like Tegan. Like, and
I would say Tegan.
numbers wise, it is Kennedy. But
I would say Tegan,
Kavan
he said, taking a sip.
is like, I don't know. There is something about her this year that competitive settled in a little bit more. I mean, maybe it's because I interviewed her on the podcast and I was like, yeah, I like her even more than I already did. But I just, her ball moves through the zone a lot better. I'm seeing her have better counts.
That little drop curve thing that she throws is nasty.
Dirty. I almost want to like drive up to Austin and be like, hey, like, can you just throw this to me? Like, I just want to see what this looks like from the box, like from that perspective. Wouldn't that be fun? Maybe that's what I should do one day is just be like, hey, like, you know those guys that go around, they're like, oh, I'm trying to hit off a 90-mile-an-hour fastball and see how hard my exit velo is. But instead of doing that, I'm just like, I just want to see what
Just stand in.
these pitchers look like. Like, how dirty are they? 450 dead center? Question mark.
Where is the Softball America staff? Where's Brady? Where's Tara? Where's Jason?
Where is everyone? Gosh dang it, they fought hard for this, and they're not even here. No,
I'm
Xavier
texting
said
them.
maybe Nicole is just more agreeable when she's hungry, the opposite of hangry. That is not true, unfortunately.
As someone who has spent time with Nicole, I can confirm that is false.
How? Okay, what's a hangry story of mine?
Mm-mm.
What do you mean?
I don't have a hangry story, but I've been around you when you haven't been able to eat for a while. Cough, cough. 14-inning Alabama Tennessee game, and you weren't agreeable. You were like, I want food.
I'm hungry. Why should I be agreeable?
Brady's here.
Brady. Big Ten rankings.
Show us your breadstick. Phrasing.
To be fair, Brady did say, show us your breadstick. That wasn't great prompting.
No, this is it. It says, show us your breadstick. Do you want to help Brady with the Big Ten rankings? Who would you have top three in the Big Ten? UCLA 1, Oregon 2, Ohio State 3?
Ohio State, dark horse of the Big Ten. Yeah, I would say that's probably it for me. I'm hot on Oregon, though. I like them this year. I do. I felt like last year around this time in the season, they had just lost so many games that they should have won, and they were just inconsistent. This year, I feel them a lot more consistent. I like them a lot more. Oh, is your food here?
It's happening. Let me
It's
keep the
happening,
laptop
you
up.
guys! You guys, it's happening! It's happening!
The tour of Italy is upon us.
All right, noted. At the 25-minute and 25-second mark, Gray is getting his food.
Okay.
It's really hot.
Oh my gosh, it is hot.
Can you show us?
Yes, that'd be great. No, it would burn my hand.
You got to go 6 seconds. 3,
Perfect.
4,
Thank
5,
you.
6.
Did you
What?
like the lasagna today?
Sorry?
Did you like the lasagna?
Oh,
today?
yes. Good call. It was a good call.
Did you like
Yes. TK again. Just crushing.
Girl TK.
No, I'm all good. Thank you. Now, Nick Tarina. The question was between those three. I am all about Sydney Brazan.
To be fair, she was not included in that question.
She was not included in the question.
It was those three.
I'm all about the burr.
To be fair, Gray was also distracted with breadsticks, so.
All right, so let's see. Nope, I will still. Let's try this.
Oh, I see this ending so badly. 26 minutes and 30 seconds right there. It's in. It's locked.
Oh, here we go. He should have taken Tom with him. I will be seeing Tom in 11 hours, so he needs to spend time with his family because he's about to spend.
Want to spend even more time with you?
We've been together a lot today.
Why not?
Because he has a wife and children, and I'm not above them.
Okay, taste test.
It's good. That was
I'm cracking up at this. This is so awesome. This is the content that I want to see on a weekly basis. Okay, chat. It's time. What should Gray do next? I told Gray after it ended last week. I was like, I'm not how hot it's at. Ooh. He said, I like this. I told Gray, I was like, I'm not
chicken
above
farm, good.
selling you out to the chat for some good content. So any ideas? And Gray said that he would be in for almost any idea. So
almost. Let's not.
I did say almost any idea.
I just want to make sure that's clear.
I mean, there's only like 2 things that he probably won't do, but
I will also tell all of you next week's Dirt will be recorded because we're going to be on the air in Florence, Alabama next Wednesday, and I will not be able to. I'll be on a bus.
I mean, if you can do the Dirt from an Olive Garden, why can't you do it from a bus?
Because that's a bad idea.
Improv too. I love it. Oh. No one's come for me yet. So apparently nothing. What should I do, Gray?
I mean, I don't know. Not podcast in front of your Robin's Egg blue wall. I mean,
okay, I'm sorry. I'm limited in my space. At least I don't have the curtains.
I'm kidding.
So
the curtains.
Spring, here's a little bit of Mindy lore here.
Okay.
Last spring. Oh, you know this part. I'm telling the chat. I'm telling everybody.
Oh wait, hold on. I'll fill them in. Mark, I am going to pick up Tom, and we're taking a car to College Station. Be driving 9.5 hours. Sim podcast recommendations on my Twitter at @Gray_Robertson.
I love that. You'll have to go to
Fuego
places, yeah. And
I got you. Don't worry.
Shop. And the coffee shop.
Okay.
That one I did hear. There's a little bit of crunch on that, I fear. I heard just like that's wild.
Do you want to tell the curtain story?
Yeah, I would love to tell the curtain story. So last spring, Gray and I had this idea. Not really, actually. I recorded a podcast, and Gray was my producer. And after we would hop off, We would end it, and then Gray and I would just keep talking. And I'm like, well, what do you think about this? Have you heard the tea on this person? Wow, this is a story from back whenever I played. And then Gray would spill his dirt, and we would record it and we would send it to literally the most random people. I think I sent it to like some people who are not in softball at all, like couldn't even tell you anything about the sport. Loved it. I sent it to some of my old teammates. Loved it.
You
Gray,
did? Who?
yeah, not telling.
What? All right, well, tell me after.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jossie was one of them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wait, so when I did a podcast with her later and I introduced myself, she knew who I was because she'd heard me tell the story of the luau in Hawaii?
Yeah.
Oh,
You said, oh.
whoops.
How's the food?
It's good. I'm about to have the third one. I don't know what it is, but
Palms away. Good. Good. So, anyways, we're recording, and I had a time early on. I don't know what it is about January and February, but it is just not for me. And it's not for me. And so basically what had happened was my
perfect. It's
apartment
delicious. Good call.
left me without water for about 17 days, so I moved out. But then I couldn't find another apartment to move into. And so my grandpa has an RV, and I was like, well, I need somewhere to live for a little bit. And so I lived in an RV for a little bit. And it was decorated by my grandfather. And so the very first dirt that I did with Gray inside the RV, there's these awful blue curtains behind me. And first thing out of Gray's mouth is like, oh, nice curtains. Like, you decorate the curtains. And I'm like, they're my grandpa's. They're cute. And so now he's coming for my walls. He's coming for the curtains. Like, I don't know. Is it because I bullied you into eating at Olive Garden?
No, I'm enjoying my time.
Are you having a nice evening in Italy right now?
I am.
How's your tour?
I feel like I'm basically doing everything I missed on the Alabama softball trip.
I love that. You should take a picture and send it to Murph and just be like, back in Italy. I love that.
Sydney Supley just texted me and asked if I like the breadsticks.
Is she on?
No.
Oh, sad.
She's in a plane.
No. You know what? That checks. Sydney Supley, I think I travel a lot. She travels more than I do.
I'm so uncomfortable. What's making the crunching noise? The chicken parm.
It is 100% the chicken parm, but like, nothing is worse than ordering chicken parm and it's not crispy.
No, this is expert. This is well done.
So Great. I'm like so hungry now. I'm not mean about food, Brady. I just get hungry. I'm just a girl who likes her food.
What happens if I have to go to the bathroom? Do you just sit here? And...
You can't. I'm sorry. You're not allowed.
Oh, no.
We're already here getting the bathroom set up, filling up with water.
Do we want to show this? Do you want to tell that story?
Perfect. Sounds good.
Yeah. Yeah.
I got
All right. You go while I eat a little bit.
That was a big bite.
Oh yeah, you told me about the surgery
Not there.
Oh, let's take you guys back. It is June in OKC. We are at the Softball America Airbnb. It is late at night, probably like 1 a.m. And I have to pull up pictures for context. But it is late. It's late in the evening. We had been at the field all day long, and everybody else is asleep. Cindy Supley and I had just got back, and everyone else is asleep.
What is it?
And so her and I decide, nice. her and I decide to. They're at the beginning of the trip. They're like, everyone in the house, Brady included, was like, "Oh, we got this really big pizza. Like, I don't know, like if we're gonna eat it or not, but like it's a really big pizza." Da 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 da. And Sid and I were like, "Oh, we're so hungry. We're hungry. Like nothing was open. We're so hungry." And we're like, oh, "You know what's in the fridge? This really big pizza." And so we go and we eat the pizza. Again, everyone is asleep. So we're not technically at fault here. We were just really, really hungry. Um, and so we just ate, Sydney, Suplee, and I. And I think this is probably one of the biggest slices of pizza that I've ever seen. It was massive, like that big. Sydney, Suplee, and I tore into it, and we like cut it into squares, and we left like a square that was like that big, and that was it, because we ate everything else. But then we looked and we were like, oh no, we can't leave just one tiny slice of pizza left. Or like, no, we were saying we have to leave at least one slice left, because if we eat everything, that's just rude. So let's just leave like a tiny little slice left. And so we did, and it was great, and everybody loved it, except for Brady, and he was mad. But here is the video. Oh no, it's not loading. Oh, here it is. It's the 1:30 step. But do you guys hear that crunch? It's the 1:30. That was like nice, right? 1:30. It was 1:30 a.m. We are starving. You guys, okay. This is the dirt. I can't talk. I'm like,
Are we sure?
No one tell Sydney Suplee I showed this photo. But you know, whenever it's late at night and you're eating and you're just like a little delusional and everything's like really, really funny.
Sure.
I have this picture of her, and I think that really encapsulated the vibes of the evening. Brady woke up at like 2 a.m. and was like, "Why does it smell like pizza?" And we were like, "Funny story. We actually ate all of it except for one slice." But there you go. Yeah,
Very nice.
that's my pizza story.
I have had Hideaway Pizza in Oklahoma City, Andrew.
Oh yeah, I think Empire Slice is so much better than Hideaway. I do love me some good Hideaway pizza, but
I think I've had Empire Slice too.
Empire Slice is really good. I like that. It's pretty good. You know who also has really good pizza? Is Jones Assembly. They're kind of underrated. Very good. I'm just like a big Jones Assembly fan. So
All right, anybody else have a softball question?
you or me, who goes first?
For what?
Your story or mine? How you got bullied? How I bullied myself?
I didn't get bullied. I had things I said taken out of context. I did not appreciate the
Right. You didn't get bullied at all.
the
No.
response. I don't really have an issue with the actual video itself.
Wait, I actually don't think I know about this.
Oh, the Mississippi State stuff.
No.
I sent you these.
Mm-mm.
You must have passed out from the marathon.
I was Sunday not aware of anything. And I couldn't even log into ESPN Plus to keep up with everything. So yeah. Anyways.
Oh, they use some out of the box audio in some series recap videos.
What'd they say?
Well,
What'd they say?
I said on the pod.
You are they.
When we were talking about Mississippi State's schedule, when I brought up they were going to Tuscaloosa, I said, and this is always a hard road trip because they haven't had success at roads.
Mm-hmm.
And that was true. Mississippi State entered last weekend 34-3 all time.
Yeah.
In Tuscaloosa. They won the series. Good on them.
Yeah.
What I didn't love about it was like a lot of like people were being like, "Yeah, talk that talk." Like that's not what was happening. Like I have a, a lot of respect
Were
for
you
Mississippi
popping
State.
off?
No, not at all.
Were you being mouthy?
I do not pop off.
I was just saying a statement.
I very rarely pop off, and if I do, it is not in public. Let me tell you,
It's on the dirt.
it is no. It is in a car with three
On a
people.
road trip.
Maybe some chicken parm got out.
Get back in there.
Yeah. So I thought that was whatever. But yeah, it just I don't know. People were trying to dunk on me when I wasn't under the rim, I guess would be how I would describe it.
Wow, I don't think I've ever heard that analogy, but yeah, I get that.
I was just at the 3-point line, just chilling.
Yeah. Well,
Spot up
I played
shooter.
softball at Oklahoma, so I know how that feels.
Yeah.
Ooh, you liked how I snuck that in there?
Yeah, I do.
I mean,
Maybe I should ask Brady's question. When does Oklahoma lose? Tennessee.
never.
No, that's literally never happened. So they
Never.
will lose a game this year.
No, they're never going to lose.
That is not real.
Imagine this is a team that goes undefeated an entire season.
That would be
Wouldn't
wild.
that be crazy?
That wouldn't make sense.
That I would pick. It wouldn't make sense.
No.
But that's why I could see it happening.
No. What do you mean I could see it happening? It has never happened in the history of the sport. Stop that.
I know, but like teams have gotten close.
Teams have gotten close. It's not happening.
Why not?
Because you play too many games. There are too many variables. The math does not work there.
Sometimes the numbers, I get being a numbers guy, but sometimes there's things that defy the odds, you know? Gosh. Brady, you are aggressive towards me tonight. Maybe Brady is angry. Maybe that's what's going on.
Maybe Baylor's hangry, and that's the problem.
Okay. I honestly don't think they drop one in Tennessee.
Really?
Yeah, no. I do think Texas is going to be like I could see that happening. It's at home, but it's like such a big like the rematch again talking about the staff of Texas led by Kavon, like I could see that.
At Florida, assuming Rothrock is back, I feel pretty confident Florida will win at least one game in that series.
Yeah.
Oh, super chat from James, real late. I mean, yeah, but it's okay. We'll let it slide. Hey, James,
we'll let it slide.
Congrats to the Knowles. Big win tonight.
Congrats.
So I will be classy as I do. Congrats
Classy
to your squad.
Your Italy, your breadsticks, your little salad, your little drink. It's classy.
Right. Annie asked a question, did they lose one in Tuscaloosa? All right, so here's my thought when picking Alabama series. Alabama hasn't been swept since 2013. So until Alabama gets swept, I am not ever going to think Alabama's going to get swept, basically. Just like,
you know what happened in 2013?
Yeah, Kehlani. Do you want to take a wild guess the location of Alabama's last sweep loss? Where was the last Alabama got swept in 2013? Where was it?
Florida.
No.
Oh, I don't know where.
LSU.
Ooh. Nick is like, yeah, that's right. That's right.
Now, Alabama, Florida is weird. The road team historically does better.
Yeah.
Like it's very odd. Florida's
like
won more
opposite.
games. Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah. I do agree with Brandon's comment, though.
I'll flash it. OU's pitching is too inconsistent right now to go undefeated in the SEC. Bats will have an off night at one point. Happens to everybody.
It does. And whether you're consistent or not, whenever you're playing that many teams, like it is tough. It is tough. So
I crushed this chicken parm, by the way. It is gone.
Delicious. Wasn't that fantastic?
It's good.
It was good. So you got chicken parm, you got Alfredo, fettuccine Alfredo.
And a third thing. I don't know, remember what it is.
What is it? Did you eat it? Did you eat it? Oh, super chat. Super chat, James Fender. He said, "Thanks, Gray."
You're welcome.
So are we counting those 2 super chats towards your 20? Because we would be at 3.
I honestly have to go
7
look.
more to go. Hot take from Brady. Mizzou is taking one from Oklahoma. Hey, Mark Bennett knows. Mark Bennett goes, lasagna's the third thing.
Thank you, Mark.
He knows. He knows that tour of Italy.
I'm new here. My passport has been stamped. Oh yes, perfect. Thank you. They do close soon, so I don't want to
Okay.
Do you want to tell your marathon story before we get to Bistain?
Okay. Well, now I'm like, I ran a marathon.
End of story. I'll keep eating. You go.
I don't win things online. Oh, did you spill?
No, my mic cord fell on my salad.
Oh no. Okay.
Proceed.
I did prepay. So I don't win a ton of things online. Like online. Like I don't win like, hey, congrats, you won this raffle, right? I don't win things online. I won an entry into the LA Marathon. And the reason why I won is because the day Taylon Snow, my former teammate at OU, goes, hey, do you want to run a half marathon with me? And I'm like, yeah. I had a rough go of it right before that half marathon. And so the morning of, we're hyping each other up. And I'm like, you know what? It is going to be a really good run. Like, this is going to be great. And so I'm scrolling on Instagram and I see this girl and she has this podcast called The Hurdle. And I love her stuff. She's great. But she was like, comment why you love running. And I get this heartfelt, like, paragraph answer. I'm like, I love running so much because like it clears my head. Like it was like a deep answer. It was like serious. It wasn't because it was like, oh, like because I just have so much fun. I run the half marathon in literally the hills of Chino Hills. And I'm like, I'm never running a race ever again. That was brutal. That was awful. I hated my life. I wake up the next morning and Emily, the girl whose post I commented on, was like, hey, congrats. By the way, you've won an entry to the LA Marathon. Like, do you want it? And I'm like, I never win anything. I have to say yes, even though I don't want to do a race, but like, I have to say yes. So that's how I got into the race. I did not sign up for this, but I will say I have had so much fun this past week. And if I had to sum it up into like one word, I think my word would be joy. I've had so much fun being able to, I think I like running because like with softball, I'm always training. Like I want to be the best. I want to be elite, all those kinds of things. With running, I can be good at it. I could be bad at it. I could care less, right? I just do it to do it. And there's like something a little freeing about that. Plus, the runner's high is actually real. But since we are on the dirt, I'm going to be so honest. I was so nervous for this weekend. I did, like I said, January and February for Nicole Mendes is not great. And so I didn't train very well. Great. The most I had run was 6 miles prior to this. Yeah, I know. I was kind of peeing my pants. I was a little scared. I literally just a cloud. Like that's what I thought my whole run was going to be. It's just like a cloud raining on me the entire time. Tell me why I had so much fun. I got like a tortilla thrown at me. They're like, here, eat this. I like ate the tortilla.
You had a Texas Tech game?
Yeah, I must have been. Wreck 'em, baby. Wreck 'em. I had snacks. I had oranges. Somebody had like the little pigs in a blanket. I had that. Had electrolytes. But tell me why I ran 13.1 miles before taking a stop. I was so proud. I was so proud of myself because I didn't think I was actually going to be able to do it. But then the LA Marathon changed their course and it's down and back. So whenever you get to mile 18, you look over to your left and you see everybody else finishing their race. I had to run because a marathon is 26.2 miles. I had to keep running, and it was a very windy course. So every time it curved, I was like, ooh, we're about to turn back around. We never turned back around. And so I got in the pain cave. I won't lie. I cried a little bit on that last little bit. It was like mile 20 through 22. There's a couple tears that came out. But you know what? We prevailed and I crossed the finish line. And here I am, alive and well.
You
And
survived.
I honestly really enjoyed it. And want to know what the craziest thing is? Taylor Snow had the audacity to text me today and go, hey, do you want to run a marathon with me in December? And I said, girly,
Taylor, no.
we know what happened last time. I'm thinking about it though. I won't lie. I was like, like maybe I might, but yeah, that's my marathon story.
Brandon, I give it up to the people who keep in shape after they're done playing. After playing baseball in college, I don't think I've run a total of 5 miles in the last 20 years. Respect.
To be fair, I had never been a runner before I ran the first one. I had never run more than 3 miles like in a row. Never. And then
Don't be this person.
I'm not. I am okay. Can we go ahead and get into our stains?
Do you want to stain? All right, you do the stain while I ask for the check.
Okay.
Hold on.
My stain is
Wait. The stain. Music. Let's see.
What is AI password? Not bad, actually. It's kind of dramatic.
This is the stain. All right, Nicole.
You're like, all right, that's it. Enough. I hate bumper stickers. Why do you need to tell me what? Like, I don't care what you've done. I don't care that you've run 26.2 miles. I don't care if a baby is on board. I don't care about the stick figure family. Like, I don't like them. I just like, ooh, I don't know what it is, but whenever I see it, it kind of triggers me a little bit.
Triggers.
I see it and I'm like, why? Like, why did you need to put it on your cart? You like those breadsticks. You gave him a 6, but you've been chomping on them all night long. I've been peeping that. You like them.
I've had 1 and a bite out of 3. Let's calm down.
Okay, but you've been consistently like gobbling it. But yeah,
consistency is key.
No one should have a bumper sticker. No one should. I just don't do it. Don't put it on your car. Absolutely not. Because one, you never know as a female, you never know who's watching. And they could be like, oh, this is what she does. Like, I could stalk her. I could find out things about that person. But then 2, I'm like, it just doesn't look good. And I don't care about your baby on board. I really don't. So part of me is like kind of terrified that Brady has like a baby on sticker on his car.
Brady's not watching anymore. He's filing his Big Ten
I won't
story.
lie. I said that and then I was like, ooh, like maybe, I don't know. Maybe Brady would be offended that I think that he's a sticker guy, but.
Do you secretly key cars?
No. But you want to know what I do?
What do you?
You know those car magnets?
Yeah.
I always flip over the UT ones.
That's harassment.
They're tough. They're fine. They're big kids. They'll get over it. But I just. Yeah, that's my stain.
Tara's at Buc-ee's.
Oh.
Per the text I just received.
Is she getting beaver nuggets?
Hopefully.
Has she ever been to Buc-ee's before?
I know she went earlier because she met Emily Pitek there.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, it was good to see Tara tonight at Rhodes. She stopped by. Got to see her
Tara
pregame.
girl. Yeah. We love Tara. I stayed at Tara's house for the marathon. She let me borrow her home for the weekend. She texted me this morning. She was like, "Hey, was my gate knocked down whenever you left on Sunday?" And I was like, "No, what?" It was this picture, and when I tell you, it looked like somebody body slammed into this gate. Like, just it was like hanging on one hinge, like off. It wasn't open. It was like hanging off the hinge, and I was like, no, it did not look like that. So, yeah.
Should we do the dirt from the Leeds Buc-ee's?
I will drive up to Dallas. That one in between Dallas and Houston, because it can't be like, so Houston has like smaller Buc-ee's, but it can't be that. It has to be like a mega Buc-ee's.
I mean, there is one in Auburn. If we find ourselves at Auburn,
I don't think I'll find myself in Auburn, but
I try not to, but it happens.
Find yourself in an Auburn softball shirt soon enough. You
Probably
said you
not.
would do it.
Probably not.
You said you would do
All right,
it.
but like, I don't want to get fired. And if a screenshot appears
How
of
is
me,
that gonna get you fired?
have you met Alabama fans?
No, I actually haven't.
Okay, well, you will, and you'll understand.
Are they? Is the comparison to like oh my gosh, I'm trying to think of a fan base that's feral.
We did. We're getting ready.
Tara! Hey!
Hi, Tara. Welcome to the dirt. You need to set your mic up so we can hear you.
How's that?
Perfect.
Hey, wait, Gray, are you in Olive Garden?
I am. Still, I'm about to pay.
Oh my gosh, did you have anything to eat?
Oh, did I have anything to eat? Yeah, let's. All right, so we got
the whole tour of Italy.
We got a tour of Italy. We got the lasagna appetizer thing. We got some salad. We got breadsticks.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe I missed this. I'm at Buc-ee's.
Did you get anything good from Buc-ee's?
Yeah, I did.
What'd you get?
Well, I had a taco, a chicken taco roll, but then I got a sliced brisket sandwich as well.
Oh, their brisket sandwiches are good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Solid.
Yeah.
Do you have any thoughts about the game tonight that we saw?
Oh man, I have so many thoughts. I really think I don't think Alabama's that far off. Like I know that there's this I know there's a lot of doubt, but my biggest issue are the walks. And I think if the pitching staff can shore that up and play a little bit of defense, it's just really, really tough when there's a lot of runners on base. And I spoke a little bit on his space earlier. I think Alabama's pitching staff is 94th in the country in Ks per walk or walks. Ks per walks. You know what I'm trying to say.
I do. The ratio.
It's been a day. It's been a day.
So walks ratio. And just really impressed with Florida State, and they're 5th in the nation. It's concerning to me that Brisky has more walks than the entire Florida State pitching staff. And I know there's a lot of reasons for that, but it starts there in the circle.
She looked a lot better tonight. I will say that tonight was a lot crisper. Her location was really good early.
I agree. There's still some balls that are flying up over bend to the backstop, which I get. Which I mean, sometimes you got to chuck it, but really impressed with the offense. I am. I was really impressed with Alabama's offense. I do think Florida State is a complete squad. Another team that I know this is your every other year theory, but Florida State's they look good, and I thought they played really well for a midweek matchup on the road and had a little, gritty performance.
Julia Absol threw very well in relief.
She did.
Yeah.
Really, really clean, really crisp, and she wasn't getting some calls either. So, are you having red wine as well?
Well,
This is
she
fantastic.
got one at the end, which I thought was
He
crazy.
really bought into like the whole Italian vibe. He was like the first one. He was like, I'm like, great. Everyone knows. Like you saw like the little like. You're like,
Oh my god.
we all know what's in that glass. Like, great.
Oh,
I'm just trying. Look, Tara, am I allowed to drink one glass of wine on camera?
yeah, I mean you're of age, correct?
Oh yeah, I'm
I mean,
completely.
to be fair, we're like an hour into this podcast, and you're like, "Hey, by the way, am I allowed?" Like, oh,
How's everybody doing in the chat? I haven't said hi to anybody. What's going
Nick
on? over there?
Turina dropped a super chat.
He
James
did.
Bender dropped a super chat, and all
Hey,
he said
James.
was Tara.
Oh, hey
Love-
James. Oh man.
Oh yeah, here's James. Tara.
Sorry, it's hard to see me.
Statement of fact. Tara.
Somebody said someone AI a pic of Gray in an OU shirt, and I'm like, yeah, that could happen as well.
Hopefully Alabama football.
Yeah,
That's better than last year.
I can't see anything.
That's okay.
I
I have the chat ready.
We need to get Tara Stain. I'm so curious what.
Yeah, Tara, do you have the stain? This is just a parting thought, something that you want to mention, a soapbox, if you will. Do you have a stain? Is it about the safety base?
About the safety base? I am so passionate about this safety base.
Go off, Queen.
This is stand on the soapbox. Let's hear it.
It is not difficult. It is simply another peg in the ground. And you got to order a safety bag, which I don't know how much they are, but I bet you Gray could look it up really quick while I keep talking about this, how much it is to get a double bag. But
sure, I'm not doing anything.
It is not. I don't understand. I've asked numerous times. It is on the coaching survey every year, and yet has not been voted in. Baseball is going to it, and for some reason, we always follow suit. And for this, I don't understand why we can't be out in front and why we couldn't, as softball, be the ones that set the standard. There are so many injuries that happen at first base that can be avoided if you have the double bag. And Nicole, you know this, in international ball, it's not even an issue.
It's the standard. It's expected. Like,
wow,
this is gonna take somebody. It makes it safer.
I want to urge all of the coaches that get the coaching survey that vote each year to vote for this safety base. All I want to say.
And I want to say, if you're a softball coach and you're watching the dirt right now, get back to film. What are you doing? What are you doing watching this?
Yeah, there's no synergy content on here.
No, I mean there could be. We could.
Ooh.
Let's break down some film.
Do you want to do a film room one night, Nicole?
That'd be awesome. You guys should totally do that.
What if we walked through our film watching process? Because you and I both crushed some tape.
Ooh, that would kind of be fun. Chat, do we like that?
I just want to say on the dirt. I just want to say the two ideas I brought to the dirt: Olive Garden and film room. That's all I'm saying. Mic drop.
Look, a match made in heaven.
I'm stepping off my soapbox now. Period.
I gotta
go,
guys. I got another 2-hour drive.
Real quick to answer your question, but I found one online that's $430, one that's $270.
There you go.
And one that's $100, but
There's
that's probably not good enough.
$140 on Amazon. There we go.
At most, it's $500.
Yeah, at most.
Yeah.
We could do a fundraiser.
For every university.
Fundraiser for
how many? 200, almost 300 programs times 500.
There we go.
Yeah, just how many super chats do we have?
I was about to say, I'm like, hey, like we'll just raise like a set goal for super chats. Donate it towards a good cause.
Okay, I'm good with that. I love it.
I love it. Great. What's your stain?
Well, we'll let Tara go before she's got to drive. Bye, Tara.
Okay, bye guys.
Bye, Tara. Night.
All right. I gotta find TK so I can get the check because these people want me to leave. I'm sure. Um,
Hey, will you
Ooh,
walk around
can I
Olive
have my check,
Garden?
please? And
Yes, are you doing cash or card?
card.
Right
And
here?
could I? Oh, what? Okay. This is.
We're
I can just
hot tech
pay
over
right
here.
here. Can I get to go
What
boxes
did
as
you
well?
think?
I'll get you to go
I
boxes
just-
and a few mint chocolates right here, okay?
Oh, thank you. That is
Mint
so
chocolates are
nice.
so
Thank you.
good.
And
You
then
have to
when
try
you're
the mint
finished,
chocolate.
there'll be a little survey if you want to
They're
fill that out
fantastic.
for us, and you'll be all good to go.
Got you. Thank you so much.
No problem at all. Is there anything else I can grab for you?
I am perfect. It was wonderful. I had a great time.
I'm so glad.
Thank you.
Where can I find your podcast?
It is. How do we find it, Nicole? It's on YouTube.
Okay.
YouTube on the Softball America Network.
On the Softball America Podcast Network.
Okay.
Called The
And
Dirt.
it's called The Dirt. Oh my gosh. And yeah,
Like,
and
comment, and
I believe
subscribe, baby.
I believe this episode is entitled. I can't even find
Episode
it.
13.
Gray goes live from Olive Garden or something like that.
Okay.
So fairly self-explanatory.
I will definitely look into it.
Thank
So
you very
glad to be a part
much.
of this. Of
Absolutely.
course. All right. You let me know if you need anything before you step out of here, okay?
Will do. Thank you.
No problem at all.
Are
Survey.
you struggling filling out?
Well,
like,
all right.
things?
Well, it's like over there, and I'm live streaming. I'm doing a survey.
Are you the type that typically fills out surveys whenever you go out to eat at restaurants?
Oh my gosh, it's kind of long. Yes.
Yeah, it is kind of long. I love this. Honestly, Mark, he said an Softball America logo on every safety base in the country doesn't sound too bad. I completely agree. You know, like, what's a little free promo, little free advertisement right there?
All right. Should I get to my stain while I pack my to-go box?
Yes, you should.
My stain is. Oh my gosh, I have so much left. Oh no, it's done. Okay.
Like,
Good Lord. Submit. Okay. Great. I paid. Wine to go. That's not a thing.
Elijah Walters goes, it's giving 0.
That is super specific. Oh my gosh, look at all these mints. How
The
sick.
mints are fantastic. Oh,
Should I bring. Oh my gosh, what do I even do? Okay. So my stain is. I kind of think we're getting some clarity in softball. And we talked about this a little bit on Good Morning Softball America. All the sweeps last weekend, I kind of think teams are doing a better job, as I try and put this in my to-go box. Teams are doing a better job avoiding the befuddling loss. So I think we're kind of starting to see the separation between which teams I truly feel are contenders to host regionals and all that, and the teams that aren't. Because the teams that are not taking, a weird middle series game L. Even a couple years ago, Florida State, I think it was one of their every other year they went to the World Series and they lost a game to Pitt randomly. Last weekend they didn't do that. A lot of teams took care of business.
yeah.
And I just think everybody's kind of doing a better job of doing what they have to do, doing what they're supposed to do.
Get the
We'll
job
see if that keeps up as the season goes on, as people get tired, as there's more tape,
Yeah.
etc. But
for midweeks.
midweeks, yeah. But it's kind of where I am.
Hey, cheers.
And my other stain, well, I'll put up this follow up. You'd think the separation in NIL. I'm sorry, the separation is NIL driven, like in other sports. I just think teams are just like more locked in this year a little bit.
I call it the Oklahoma effect. Seriously, in my head, this is self-titled, but no one likes to see the same team win over and over and over again. And you're like, if I want to be there, if I want to be at that next level, if I want to do that, like, that's where I have to be. And I think teams as a whole, staffs as a whole, are realizing it, recognizing it, and actually working their way towards playing at that level. And I think we're seeing it and going, okay, you can perform at that level. You know, it's like the 4-minute mile. Everyone's like, oh, you can't do it. And then once it was done, everybody was doing it. So it's just getting that excuse out of there and going, okay, I can do it. It can happen.
I enjoyed this evening.
Great. What a lovely evening. Thank you for taking all of us to dinner.
I hope all of you had a great time and you weren't too grossed out by, oh my gosh, so many minutes. TK just crushed tonight.
She hooked you up.
Shout out
I
to
hope
TK.
Are you a good tipper? Did you tip her good?
Yes,
Oh, good. Good. We love TK.
we
Are
love
we
TK.
expensing this for Softball America? That's what I want to know.
Why didn't I ask Tara that? She was literally here.
You should have expensed it, honestly.
Tara's about to get a check in the mail or a whatever. I can't even think of what
An
the word
invoice.
is. An invoice. Thank you. I still have to pack for College Station tonight.
Oh, great. Well, that being said, any last parting thoughts? Olive Garden's closing. You have to pack.
Thank you everyone for tuning in. Next week it will be taped, so apologies. But it'll probably also be a little bit shorter.
Yeah.
We'll have some tales from the road. I'm sure I'll get into some shenanigans at College Station, and we'll have thoughts on softball because the world keeps spinning.
Should I come up to College Station?
Yeah, how far are you? No, you're in Houston. You're an hour. Come on.
Yeah, I'm an hour away. I'm like so close.
Come hang.
Oh my gosh. Should we pre-record the dirt this weekend?
That would be hard. We wouldn't really be able to talk about softball stuff.
I know, but we never get to record back in person.
True.
Mm.
All
Next
right.
time, Nicole at In-N-Out. I'm an In-N-Out hater.
What?
I am. And with that, we're going to leave you. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the Dirt South America podcast. Gray, I hope you can recover from that statement. That's my hot take. How hard is it to pack a polo and khakis?
We have Mark. We have staff colors. All right. We got white. We got crimson. We got black. I gotta pack some clothes to go out.
Down. Mark got you so good.
I gotta pack.
Down.
I gotta pack.
Flash
I gotta
it
pack.
Out. Diva down. Flash it. Flash it. Come on, Gray. Diva down. I feel like you're plotting something. There we go. There we go. Diva
right.
down.
We need to go.
Shots fired.
I am keeping these people
okay.
at work.
All right. Goodbye, everybody. I will see you next week. Great. I'll see you. You know, that's a story for maybe another dirt if you ask the right question.
Probably not. Live from Olive Garden. That's Nicole. I'm Gray. This has been The Dirt. We'll catch you next time.
Yeah.